I actually went to the audition in my clothes. I was going to cater. I was a caterer at the time for Thomas Preddy Caterers, and I had a job that night. So my audition was like at 3 o'clock, and I had to start setting up for the event at Gotham Hall at like 5. So I went in, did the audition in my setup clothes, and got to Gotham Hall, set up the event with my crew, and then I was getting into my tuxedo at the time, and I saw that I had a call on my phone from my agent, and I picked it up, and he had asked me like, so how's the audition? Because usually like we check up on auditions and everything like that, and I told him that I thought that it was really good. I thought I left enough of a mark that I could like eventually be seen again for it and have like a better foundation on what to do with it. And he was like, well, I hope that you're ready to play Hamilton on Broadway as the new alternate. And he had like, the speakerphone was on, so like everybody in the office was like cheering and everything, and I was still a little like dumbfounded and confused, and like, didn't know what was actually happening because that was a lot to take in for a small call. And I still had the event to do.
Yeah, that's my favorite part about the thing is that anybody else would have been like, screw you guys, I'm out of here. Like, I just landed the biggest role in the biggest show on Broadway. And you were like, no, I made a commitment to cater this event. Yeah. Like, anybody want an hors d'oeuvre? And you couldn't tell anybody either, right? So well, like,
yeah, I told my the staff and everybody that was there, but like nobody on the floor that we were serving, like nobody there. No.
Were you just thinking every time like, you don't know who you're taking this canapé from?
I was thinking, you don't know how many words I have to learn right now. Like that was the thing that was running through my head so much, because it was like learning for that audition, learning Hamilton. Like I was, as I usually am with anything that I try to do, learning something obsessive over it. And I was listening to the soundtrack literally from the moment that I woke up to when I went to sleep, let it play while I was going to sleep, and just kept going on and on and on to learn it all. But I learned the sides for the audition. I had no idea about the rest of the piece. Right. So there was so much more that I had to learn.
Because when you were auditioning, there wasn't a cast album.
Well, there was at the time, but I wasn't, I just didn't focus on learning it as a whole, because I didn't think that I would be cast in that role at all. So I had like the mulligan wrap down, and I had everything from the sides from the auditions down, but the piece as a whole and the stamina that it would take to do it and all of those things were very underdeveloped.